cycling, Zoom. Are you looking to lose the freshman 15 or the quarantine 20? LA Fitness in Cuyahoga Falls might be just the place for you. With weights, swimming pools, basketball, racquetball, cycling, Zumba, and yoga. Work out with your friends or under the supervision of one of their many qualified trainers. Affordable rates available. Student discounts included. LA Fitness in Cuyahoga Falls in the Portage Crossing Development. Call 930-922-622-4111. Don't wait. Start your fitness journey now.
I got 50 on the weed, I got 50 on the drink, I got money in the bank, give a damn what you think. Drink so much lean, it's hard for me to think. I'ma die a real nigga doing shit that you can't. I got 50 on the weed, I got 50 on the drink, I got money in the bank, give a damn what you think. Drink so much lean, it's hard for me to think. I'ma die a real nigga doing shit that you can't. I got 50 on a bottle, my bitch is like a model. Nigga fuck with me, they gon' catch a hollow. They don't want no problems, if they do we solve them. My nigga got them choppers, fuck crime stoppers. Higher than the helicopter, I need a head doctor. Everywhere we go, it seem the feds watching. I was built for this shit, I need a meal for this shit. When I pull up, look at the wheels on this bitch. They try to kick us out.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone.
No Outlet Live.
Looks like I'm having camera difficulties here. Hold on, let me try something real quick. In the meantime, we can see. Oh, it's your camera. But mine is not right. Oh man, it's all mixed up here. Hold on. This is No Outlet Live, and we're having some serious technical difficulties. This one is supposed to be that camera. There we go.
I see myself now.
Okay, you can see yourself.
Alright, that doesn't guarantee that our audience can. Yeah, I forgot.
Now let's try to do. Let's see what I got going for me. And here we are. We are here. It's No Outlet Live. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and newly. So I got some new stuff for us. So you could let all of your fans know, and anybody that is willing to try to find us and listen, you don't have to be live. You could actually go to any one of our stations on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Castbox, and Stitcher. We're also there. But primarily, if you want to watch video, you're going to have to come over to Facebook Live and YouTube, because that's where we do all of our video stuff. And I am accompanied by the Ant on a Rant, Anthony Miano.
And are we streaming live on YouTube too, or not? Because I've been telling people that you put the stuff on our YouTube channel afterwards.
We do. We do it afterwards, so we are live on Facebook.
Okay.
That's when you can tune in.
Yeah, I've got a friend that's not on Facebook that would still like to listen live.
Okay, so to listen live in another area, I could try to see if I can start working it out to see if I could stream on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. I don't know if I can. Maybe I could switch over to YouTube. Everybody has that on their phone.
Maybe. Well, let's see how it works out.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, if we... And I'm willing to bring my laptop up here so that we could stream from YouTube on mine and stream from...
Okay, yeah, so I see what you're saying, but the way that they won't get this full scenery here if we do it that way, because everything's running through this. I'll have to see if I could simultaneously do it. But in the meantime, you can email us at nooutletlive@yahoo.com. And I wanted to show you something. So while I'm spreading out our podcast and our show to some more areas where you can find and listen, it's also edited down so there's not as much commercial play on all of our streaming podcast side. I was searching on Google, and I ended up finding...
All hail the Google.
All hail the Google. So I was Googling our show, and I came across this website right here. Marijuana Melodies, the website, has No Outlet Live episode 5 on their website.
Maybe they have a thing for rhyming, and they're like, oh, live and 5 rhyme. Do we care what the content is? No, our listeners are going to be buzzed anyway. Just throw up anything.
Marijuana Melodies is sharing No Outlet Live episode 5. Okay, and this makes me very kind of cautious about our show because it got hijacked. They never contacted me to ask me if they could stream our show, but it was on their website.
Now if we come to benefit from this, all objections will be dropped.
No, yeah, but now let me tell you this, is that also episode 4 I had found on another website, and very suspiciously, as I find this episode on somebody else's website, I find it, I grab the link, this is what I get. Fastly error, unknown domain, staticprenatal.com. Staticprenatal.com had episode 4 streaming from their website.
And, well, okay, that website sounds like it would be tangentially related to something we're about, because,
we're probably talking about a news story that had something to do with, birth, maybe, I don't know.
Because I can't recall us, if in the event we have any devoted fans that have a better memory of our stuff than we do, if somebody could clue us in onto what we talked about that was related to prenatal care in any way, I'd appreciate it, but we are as baffled as the Springfield police on this one. Like,
okay, so this is
and Jeremy
something...
just stopped me. Oh, you know what? I'm going into a tangent anyway.
You know what? Just go into it.
This one Halloween special where Kent Brockman's reporting. A Springfield man was found dead on the beach with all the blood drained from his body, 2 bite marks on his neck, and this cape was found at the scene. Dracula. Police are baffled. And then cut to Chief Wiggum giving a press conference. I believe we are dealing with a supernatural being here, most probably a mummy. As a precaution, I've ordered the Egyptian wing of the Springfield Museum destroyed.
I can't believe how much you love to recite The Simpsons a lot. So I wanted to put it to a test. I'm happy that you just brought up another great quote from one of your favorite shows, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was. Half of it is my favorite. The other half is, oh my God, why is this still on the air?
So we're about to actually put it to the test. So what I'm going to do is I found a website that has Simpsons trivia, so we can play along with you. So The Simpsons originally appeared as a short on what TV show?
The Tracy Ullman Show.
Tracy Ullman Show. Correct. Tracy Ullman. From 1987 to 1990, blended sketch comedy with musical numbers, dance routines, and animated shorts. That's where it started. I've never heard of the Tracy Ullman Show.
Yeah,
how did you know that?
It's widely known to most fans. Hell, Tracy Ullman herself did a guest voice in season 2.
Have you ever watched the Tracy Ullman Show?
No, I've seen a little bit of the Simpsons shorts from that show, and it was animated all
sloppy and
not sloppy, just weird, and the voices were different. Homer was like, "Oh, hi, boy."
Oh, so the character actually wasn't even developed yet.
The skeleton. If we were to compare characters to a human body, it's like, well, or a house, like the foundation was there, but the wiring hadn't been installed, and
it was just the bare bones. Okay.
Yeah, that's a better expression.
Let's check out another one of these. Who founded Springfield?
Jebediah Springfield.
Jebediah Springfield. Jebediah Springfield founded Springfield in 1796 while looking for New Sodom with his partner Shelbyville, Manhattan. Springfield and Manhattan went to their separate ways, and Manhattan went on to or found the rival town of Shelbyville.
Yeah. So it's revealed that Shelbyville is like a near identical clone of Springfield. They drink at a bar called Joe's. They shop at a store called the Speedy Mart. And even the groundskeeper at the school looks like a female version of Groundskeeper Willie.
Groundskeeper Willie. I think I remember He's the wily Irish guy, right?
Scottish.
Oh, he's Scottish. Oh,
Yeah, like in the one where Homer buys a gun, a small riot starts at the Springfield soccer stadium. He just stands up, looks at his Scottish friends, and says, "You call this a soccer riot? Come on, boys, let's take them to school." And then the riot really gets going.
all right. So let's go into the next one. What part of
Treehouse of Horror.
Oh my God. Okay, let's go. Let's try to find one that you don't immediately know. What are the annual Halloween episodes known as?
Treehouse of Horror.
Treehouse of Horror. Which of the following is not a Bart Simpson catchphrase? A. Caramba, eat my shorts, ha ha, don't have a cow, man.
Ha ha.
He ain't ever said ha ha. What are the names of Marge's cynical twin sisters? Thelma and Louise, Margaret and Betty, Marty and Thelma, Patty and Selma. What is the name of Ned Flanders' store at the Springfield Mall?
The Leftorium.
The Leftorium. What number is the current snowball owned by the Simpson family?
3. We managed to stump me.
Okay, Millhouse Van Houten is one of the few residents of Springfield in which of the following traits?
Eyebrows.
Which characters was mistakenly animated with the wrong color in his or her hair on the first appearance of The Simpsons?
Marge Simpson. Okay, the correct answer that they're looking for is probably Waylon Smithers.
In Homer's Odyssey, Waylon Smithers was accidentally made African American by the color stylist. Smithers' skin tone in this episode was later explained as an extreme tan. Okay.
Yeah, now I remember. They had originally decided to make Smithers a black dude, and then they realized, wait a minute, having a black guy subservient to a rich old white man is not going to fly.
Yeah.
And bear in mind, this was back in the 80s when they were making that call.
So you want to retry number 8? What number is the current snowball owned by the Simpson family?
8. Fuck.
Snowball 5, right? Ain't that 5?
Okay. Yeah, okay, so they renamed her Snowball 2 to save money on a new dish. Okay. Yeah, Snowball, the cat doesn't get talked about much, so I think that's why I missed that one.
I mean, honestly, hold on, let me look back at this. 2 out of 10 is not bad. I mean, you know your trivia, dude.
I compete in trivia night every week on Tuesdays.
Oh, I forgot about that. You still do that.
Oh yeah, been doing it for about 9 years now.
Man, your brain is just working on in a different level.
Oh yeah, that I've been called that, among other things.
So, what else have you been called?
Well, let's see. Over the years, I've been called the epitome of a private wee man.
Private wee man.
No, separate names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I started high school in fall of 99, and everyone remembers a certain character that debuted in movies that summer.
And you were just the butt of that joke every time.
And can you guess what that character might be?
What is it?
Mini-Me.
Mini-Me?
From Austin
Yeah.
Powers 2. I mean, the guy that started that one later apologized, but then added, if I hadn't, someone would have. And I said, yeah, you're probably right, Will. And
Hey, that's how jokes are. You wanna fire that joke when it's in the chamber.
yeah. I mean, the joke's on them now, because with 1 or 2 possible exceptions, I have to be in better physical shape than anyone in my high school class.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And one of those 1 or 2 exceptions we've covered on the show before, and his name was LeBron James.
Oh, you're in better shape than LeBron.
No,
oh,
I
you
said-
said the exception.
I said with one or two exceptions, I'm in better shape than anyone else in my high school graduating class. Okay, and if there's two, the other one is currently on the Akron Fire Department.
Oh, you know, some firemen too.
Yes.
You guys go out on you do trivia on Tuesday, right?
Yes, but
On Wednesday, do you go and do the YMCA dance with the fireman and the Indian and the other guy?
somehow I did not psychically predict that you'd transition into that joke. But, the funny thing is that the YMCA was not originally intended to be the gay anthem that it became.
What do you mean?
Well, the guy that wrote it literally just wrote it about hanging out with his friends at the Y. It became what it became because the Village People performed it.
There's what? Because the Village, what, they're all gays?
Yeah, that's the whole point of their act. Like,
Well, I thought they just had like a very catchy song for the gays and trans people or something.
no, they were... So the costumes of the characters are all based on gay archetype fantasies, like the construction worker, cop, Native American.
Have you ever been hit on by a gay dude?
No,
No, not once.
not once.
Really?
Yep, it's the one thing they have in common with straight women.
You know, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Either have I, and it kind of, I don't know. How would you, would you be flattered if like you're like, yeah, like the gay dudes want me too?
Well, actually, I'd be flattered if anyone was interested in me.
What makes you say that?
Okay, we're opening a door that I do not want to go through, at least not on air.
Okay. I mean, hey, we've all had issues here and there.
I haven't had a girlfriend in 12 years.
Oh man, 12.
And it is not through lack of trying, and we need to divert this to another topic before I get mad enough to rip this mic out of the stand.
Don't rip the mics. Come on, you ain't got to.
Figure of speech. I wouldn't actually do that, but that's just to give you an idea of how mad it makes me. So
No, I totally get it. I've been in that position myself. Everybody's
have you
had.
been with your girlfriend the last 12 years? I doubt you understand.
I've never had a girl for longer than a year, except for this one. This one is the exception.
Okay, well, that's much different from my situation. You found a few that you liked at least a little bit, and also liked you, and then you found one where...
I don't know if any of them really liked me. I don't know if anybody really likes me.
Okay, well, either way, you then found one that you liked a lot more
I
than
just
those other
found
ones.
girls that were like willing to fuck for real.
Either way, still doing much better than me. Okay? And
I mean, but you know, it's I don't know. That's a
You know, part of the reason why okay, the expression "off the chain" is not just an expression for me, because
what do you mean by that?
yeah, earlier this year I achieved one of my goals at the gym when I did my bag workouts.
What was that?
I literally broke a bag off the chain, off the thing that holds it to the wall.
Oh man, you broke the bag off of its connection to the ceiling.
Well, okay, so basically there's this thing like this that's kind of attached to the wall. Okay, and okay, my index finger is like the chain holding the bag. I hit the bag hard enough that the chain broke off the thing holding it to the wall, and the bag hit the floor.
Oh man, you were rocking that bag.
Anyway, the point is, the reason I'm able to hit bags hard enough that happens
Is because you're rage, because you
because
need
I'm
pussy bad.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you not to use that particular word. It's
Why not? I have a girl that I say it to.
That's one thing. I also hate how it's become a shorthand in common conversation to mean
You don't think it sounds weird saying like, "Oh, I'm about to go get some vagina, dog"? Like nobody says that.
Well, either way, the word that starts with P. It's become a shorthand in conversation, even for non-sexual matters. It's basically a word people use to mean anyone that disagrees with me.
Yeah, like they use it in a derogatory or a demeaning way.
Yes, that's what pisses me off.
But what if, like, but that's also like saying, like, dick. I mean, dick is like that. I don't want to be like, hey, girl, why don't you hop on this penis? Like, I mean, I guess maybe you could say it, but it sounds a lot cooler when you're like,
I get
get on this dick.
Or I'm also okay with describing a guy that's acting like a dick as a dick. Like, what a
so
dick
it works.
move.
It works both ways, right?
Again, it really depends. For me, I guess it's more the arrogance behind it when people use it, or like when.
I like the word pussy. I love saying it.
Okay, that's fine for you. It's kind of how I despise anything that begins with "back in my day."
I mean, girls say it too. They've always said it. Whoa, there's like a thunderstorm outside. Go ahead.
Did we not offer our sacrifice to Zeus this morning, and now he's angry?
Well, I don't usually talk to Zeus. I talk to the Easter Bunny, the Thanksgiving turkey. That's the one I love, dude. I send my prayers to Thanksgiving turkeys.
Now I'm thinking of the South Park Thanksgiving episode where they had a turkey rebellion and.
Hold on, I don't mean to cut you off, but let me ask you this: you seem to really you really love watching the animated series, some of the. Well, I guess you can't say Family Guy or Simpsons is new by any stretch, but what about Rick and Morty? Have you watched that?
I tried to, but Rick's voice just is like nails on a chalkboard. I could not listen to him talk for more than 10 seconds.
Rick and Morty is so good.
I wanted to like it. I really did.
Well, let's jump into one of our news stories before we go to our break. I had a couple. You had a couple. I still got to open them up because just for everyone that's watching, we were on time, but my whole house, the electricity shut off.
It was a scary couple of seconds.
It was a very scary couple of seconds. So let's go to this one. Okay. I dug this up. Let me let you guys get my view here. We can't all get along. This is from Cleveland.com. We can't all get along when it comes to dodgeball. Highland Heights police officer blotter. A disturbance on Alpha Drive after a heated dodgeball match at Sky Zone October 9th. Several youths ages 13 through 15 got into a confrontation in which one threatened to assault the other. Reports indicate that there is a reference made to shooting this place up. Responding officers worked with management and parents of those involved to help adjust the situation. So at Sky Zone, there was a good old-fashioned dodgeball fight. And the kids got so mad from getting abused with dodgeballs, they said they were going to shoot the place up. You got to get really mangled in a dodgeball fight to want to shoot a place up.
Not necessarily. It could have just been
one antagonist.
Yeah, no, I was going to say the kid might have just been pissed off.
And to shoot a place up over dodgeball.
Okay, to say...
Yeah, you're right.
To say they would doesn't take all that much, especially if you account for teenage hormones and the judgment part of the brain not being fully developed. Now, I would agree that for him to actually do it would take a lot more.
Yeah, that is you're totally right about this. I mean, being everybody has experienced being frustrated and in the middle of that battle, you could say ignorant stuff that you later on in hindsight's 2020, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we might want to retire that expression, though, because nobody's going to want to associate 2020 with anything good.
No, it's actually, it sounds a lot cooler now because 2020 is in our hindsight. Like, we can move past this.
Yeah, now it's literal. Like, did you see that Match.com ad they made around 2020?
No, what is that?
So, Satan gets lonely, and he decides the best way to fix this is a membership on Match.com. So he shows up on Earth to meet his date, this very pretty woman, and he's like, "Hi, 2020," and she goes, "Call me 2020."
Oh no!
And then their dates are like extremely on the nose because
she's 6 feet away the whole time.
No. Well, you have to imagine, being a supernatural being, Satan would be immune from the virus anyway. But no,
he's got to wear a mask and a condom.
No, their dates themselves. Just let me finish. So they have a picnic lunch in the middle of the field at a big empty football stadium.
And they use hand sanitizer as lube.
They do not. No, it didn't actually show them doing it. Anyway, they go to a movie in a completely empty theater. They steal toilet paper off a store shelf together, and they take a selfie together in front of a literal dumpster fire.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yeah, it's low-hanging fruit, but they hit it hard. Anyway, yeah, so, the moral of this particular news story, kids, is watch what you say at dodgeball. Now, honestly, if not for the shoot the place up remark, I doubt the police would have gotten involved. And my partner is pulling up the Match Made in Hell, Match.com.
Yeah, we're totally about to watch this together, okay?
Yeah, sure.
So let me put you guys up on the screen here.
Let's burn it up. Get it? Because,
Match Made in Hell, right?
Get it? Because he's Satan and you're from sort of hell.
Look at it, Satan trying to get some booty. He found his match. He about to get some booty. He about to get some pussy.
Hi. 2020.
Please. Call me 2020. So where are you from?
Hell.
Me too.
Pull me or save me. I've been feeling so long.
This is really funny.
Waiting for
You're right.
you, but you never come. It's this in my head. I don't know what to think. He knelt to the ground and pulled out a ring and said, "Marry me, Juliet. You never have to be alone. I love you and that's."
Oh, I gotta mute this.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry.
This might get messed up on YouTube. You know what? We've already played so much of it.
Yeah, go ahead, finish
Is there
it.
like more dialogue?
Yeah, there's a little bit more.
I'll try to see if.
Yep. See what I was saying about them stealing toilet paper together?
That was a song that we are not allowed to play, but you can tell that they're having such a great day. It's 2020 and a dumpster fire. That is the song that's supposed to go there.
Okay,
so there was
quit singing or I might hit you before the copyright suit.
As long as I switch the words, I think that's all good. But there was also meteors at the end of it destroying the earth. That was making Satan do you think that would make Satan hard?
Yeah, I can see him getting turned on by devastation. Like, oh yeah, that city is gone!
This is No Outlet Live. We got to take a break. Don't forget to check out our sponsors and the people that bring this show to you is FlatHousePress.com and Guardian Roadside Solutions. Call them if you're stuck on the side of the road at 440-833-6000. You see the card here. That's who we're sponsored by, and we'll be right back after this quick break. Have you ever wondered where to get the hands-on training to be on the radio or even on the news? Ohio Media School. Take the quiz online on the website beonair.com to see if media broadcasting is the right field for you. Learn by doing is the school style. We know there is no substitute for operating the tools of broadcasting under the direction of broadcast professionals. The classes and studio sessions are run with the same professional informality that is found throughout the broadcast industry. Ohio Media School, 216-503-5900, or visit the campus at 9885 Rockside Road, Independence, Ohio. Ohio Media School, where broadcasting dreams become reality.
The Education of Jazz, with your host, Hakeem H., bringing you the absolute best for your listening pleasure in America's only true art form of music. I'll be playing your favorites each day, everything from Duke, Coltrane, Julian Cannonball Adderley, to George Duke, Bob James, Kenny G, and so many more. We'll have guest artists to interview, locally and national artists, and even a live call-in from you, the audience. Tune in daily from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. to unwind your day for the Education of Jazz.
Are you looking for a place to have custom t-shirts made for your business? Well, we have the place for you. Flat House Press works with 100% eco-friendly materials for all of you conscious folks and can put out orders in a fraction of the time large-scale competitors do. They are a fun, locally grown Cleveland original clothing company. Go to flathousepress.com and check out the variety of party toys, headbands, and clothing in their catalog.
I don't think these niggas know shit. I don't think these niggas know shit. I don't think these niggas know shit. Reminiscing days of a youngin' with no money, saying this money over bitches but couldn't disrespect my mother. But now I'm out here chasing all this wealth that I've been missing, cause I'm surely that my family hates the dishes with my brother. And when I lost my auntie in that moment that she faded, and I seen my mother's eyes, she had me scared I wouldn't make it. But reminiscing every single moment she was with us, she would tell me I was destined in this world to be the greatest. She say, I love you, little man Tate. Now you still that young man that's trying to have them fans say he started with a landmine and ended with a landscape. Started with his mom and dad and ended with the same thing. And even if they weren't together, that didn't mean a damn thing. She picked up where he slacked it, and you know that that's a damn shame. You know, that's the life that y'all ain't new to. But I was back in 98, the life I had to get used to. But nigga, you know, nah, fuck that, I don't think these niggas know shit. Scratch that, these niggas, they don't know shit. Fuck that, these niggas, they don't know shit. Nah, man, these niggas, they don't know shit. Nah, man, these niggas, they don't know shit about the life that I've been through. And the life that a youngin' finna get to. I'm tryna put my mama on the hill and show my family shit they never seen. Cause coming from the mud, you wouldn't believe this life's forever green. Now I ain't seen a nigga yet that's flexing by the 100 racks. These niggas say they getting bread, but yet these boys been fucking flat. The state of mind my level at, that petty theft ain't worth the steal. I been through that, she bit me back and karma almost got me killed. I woke up in that fucking cell and had to reevaluate. Could've chose to retaliate, but wasn't for my family's sake. Cause niggas round here quick to end up in boxes. That ain't my fear, but dying here up in this world with no profit to leave my future or my fam for my siblings and offspring. That ain't my dream, and can't nobody ever stop my precision. Fuck a dollar in a dream, I hate that's how we been living. These niggas frontin', they don't know about them hard knock decisions, about putting lives up on the line or giving lives better living. Don't say you feel me, cause if you do, I swear I'm gonna be offended. Fuck is you saying? Nah man, I don't think these niggas know shit. Fuck that, man, these niggas, they don't know shit. Fuck that, man, these niggas, they don't know shit. Nah, man, these niggas, they don't know shit. Fuck that, man, these niggas, they don't know shit about the life that I've been through. and the life that a youngin' finna get to.
COVID-19 is spreading profusely. There are hundreds, even thousands of cases occurring each and every day. Here are some ways you can help stop the spread of this devastating virus. First, avoid sharing food and drink with others, even family members. Wear a mask to protect each other, and cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue. With the holidays being right around the corner, we all want to stay safe so we're able to stop this awful disease so we have a better 2021.
We'll warn you right now, things may get a little fucked up and crazy.
What's even worse is I had a kid come in, and I was shitting in the urinal, and he came in, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
But if that's something you're into, then Mikes and Men is the show for you. The boys are gonna cover it all without holding back. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, and you could learn a thing or two. It's Mikes and Men, only on CBW.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone.
No Outlet Live.
So, Anthony, now that we're back, hopefully Facebook and YouTube doesn't attack us for that. Either way, I'm still going to have the full thing, and you guys will be able to hear it on all of our other streaming services that we just brought to you that I named off earlier. Pretty much just Google No Outlet Live, one word. Anywhere that you look for us, No Outlet Live is one word, and just put that in your Google. You'll find our show anywhere that you are looking to listen or watch.
And if there's similar results, you'll know it's ours with the yellow sign that says No Outlet Live, No Outlet in black, live in red.
Exactly. You just gotta look for the logo. So when you you know that a lot of my past experience with before we met at broadcasting school, I was big into music, and you just got introduced to some people that I consider my brothers. TZ, Beto, Durrell. There's a lot more where that came from too, and they all love to do the music thing. And we were recording some music before you got here. Would you like to hear one of the songs that we made?
Sure, why not?
I want to make it a big No Outlet Live debut of TZ and Beto.
And here we go.
All right, so I'm gonna share my screen with you guys, and you can see that I got too much going on in the computer, a lot of files and such, and all of this important business stuff that we do. So we got Mixtapes of Friends and Felons Part 1. Okay, are you ready for this?
Sounds interesting.
All right.
Yeah. This is called All for Nothing, Nothing for Nothing. Bitch, I did it all for nothing. Bitch, I did it all for nothing. Bitch, I was crying, you was bluffing, you was nothing, you was saying shit. You put me on your motherfucking bitch. I hate you so damn much. I wanna punch you in your gut. Bitch, I got this loaded 45. But I shoot you, hope you die twice. Bitch, I wanna strangle you. I wanna mangle you. I wanna do some things I shouldn't or supposed to think about doing to you, but I already thought about it, so I might as well follow through. Hurt you in your fucking body. Hit you with a karate chop. Fuck it. How that sound? You go to the top? Bitch, I did it all for nothing. Bitch, I did it all for nothing. Bitch, I did it all for nothing. Bitch, I did it all for nothing.
What did you think about the debut of Tom Teasy on the track?
Well, the 45 is a good gun.
Okay, 45s. He said, I'ma shoot you, hope you die twice.
Well, I'm guessing he must be of the Hindu religion then, because I'm guessing that's the only way he believes people.
Now, maybe he's saying you really got to listen deep into the song and pick it apart. Now, maybe that's like when you go into cardiac arrest or something and they hit you with the clear the pads.
Oh yeah, I've heard of people in hospitals that were that survived but were declared technically dead for a couple seconds. Yeah, I get it. I knew he meant I hope you die twice as a figure of speech.
Now, we're going to move on to this next song that was made by my boy Beto. Okay, he's a fighter. He does the wordsmith stuff for a hobby. Like he dabbles with it, but he made a really good one. And both of these songs were made in one take. They just said all of this stuff on a microphone and then it became a hit song. All right, I'm about to hit it with this Beto track.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Had to come in with a little bit of drip and a little bit of bad bitch when you come in, sits up on this dick. We came with the crew and all in blue, looking like we crowed in with a bunch of crips. TG said they let the DDs in the dough and we fucking dug out. Hold on, I ain't running around with a little bit of the fuck arounds, cause I ain't fucking around. Who want smoke? Who really want it when we come in the dough? Oh no, hold on, hey. Had to do a little bit of chopped and screwed. I got my couple loose screws when I come in the booth. Had to drop down in the land, come see my man Timer when he hopped in the booth. And I'm hopping out in the motherfucking Monte Carlo coupe. And you know that we came with the blammers and the motherfucking man with the motherfucking hammer. And you know that I'm running a track like I got stamina. Man with the motherfucking hammer. And you know that I'm running a track like I got stamina. Hold on. And you know that I'm running a track like I got stamina. Man with the motherfucking hammer. And you know that I'm running a track like I got stamina. Let me slow it down a little bit, got my mind spinning, and I'm moving too fast. And you know that I'm Jimmy Neutron, yeah, you know I'm really about to blast. Stop, hey, I'm gonna hit him with my arm and take the cast off. Ready for the rapture. This is energy that you can't capture. And you know that I'm running faster than I ever have, cause I wanna get gold, hey, cause I wanna catch goals and catch goals with these motherfuckers never fold.
Fire. So that was the debut of Beto 2021. That was Mixtapes of Friends and Felons Part 1. What did you think of that?
Sounds good.
Pretty artistic, right?
Yeah.
All of that was done in one take, and we were just having fun with it.
Did he have that written before, or did he just?
No, they just improv. That was an impromptu style of 2 songs in one. We packaged it as one song.
Yeah, that's great on their part because I can't improv for shit.
Now, do you want to hear Darrell? My boy Darrell is here. Do you want to hear his song?
Sure, why not?
Let's show some Darrell music. The debut.
Yeah, it's your boy Kine. Don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So, Lord awakes me, asks me how my day be. You know I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. Don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So, Lord awakes me, but asks me how my day be. You know I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. After I wake up and I take that breath, I'm going hard on that grind like it's life or death. See, I can get it in these streets, that's why I fight with myself. My mama say that I don't like myself, but I got a mission and ambition symbolized by wealth. So if your money bring me power, you gon' bite that shelf. Bitch, I ain't talking about no taco, it's not just a float. See, I be coming for your rims, get cash in the coat. And so many of my niggas feeling like that there, where we reside, niggas like that there. See a nigga grinding, catch him while he riding, stunting and shining like 20-karat diamonds. Steady on the rise, niggas jump out, chop him, hit a nigga on surprise, and he die where he lies. Shit, it's the streets, bitch, that's our lives. And why my baby mama say she see death in my eyes. So many niggas wanna see young Kai fall off, cause the hood like, damn, why Kai come so boss? Look at my arm, my daughter tatted on the cross, so she knows she taken care of even if I get double crossed. Don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So Lord awakes me, asks me how my day be. You know I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. Don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So Lord awakes me, but asks me how my day be. You know I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. 7:30 in the morning, gon' hop off in that shower. Got my mind on that money, cause money leads to power. Hit the block with all kind of medications, loyalties, how my patients be patiently waiting. Their game's mine, bitch. Your game ain't tight. I heard you run around talking shit, you're nothing but hype. I'm so hood, bitch, I'm up to no good. Your eyes say you wanna try me and I'm wishing you would. Just flinch a little bit. Whole clip empty off right until you fit, and now your shit's my shit. I step it up, make you depend on clutch. We Midwest smoking Phillies like New York with the Dutch. Bitch, don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So Lord awakes me, asks me how my day be, and now I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. Don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So Lord awakes.
What'd you think about that one, Mr. Anthony Miano?
Okay, that was my favorite of the three.
that was the good one, right?
Yeah, so I'm guessing he likes what he's doing, but he also wants out of it. Am I right?
Well, that's a song about there's an open spot for it. That's something that we have been talking for. I produce music.
No, I was talking about the song lyrics.
Right, right. So what it's about is he loves where he's from. And he loves his hood and what goes on in that hood, and he loves it. His neighborhood, he loves what's going down, and he's involved. He's involved into all of the extracurricular activities that happen around the neighborhood is what that's about. It's a very positive song.
Okay, I'm still trying to wrap my brain around all that because he does, by his own admission, he's riding dirty and has a 9mm and an AK-47.
No. You're misinterpreting that. That's like a formality. So you gotta look at the song as he's involved in neighborhood activities. He is,
but not the illegal kind.
No, it's about interacting with your fellow man, and you both. It's about prospering. From moving ahead from where you're at and stepping ahead in the game, which is known as life, the game of life. He's talking about walking in the steps of being a strong man.
Okay, I get that.
So we're going to move on to some just email us at nooutletlive@yahoo.com if you want to collaborate or make some No Outlet songs or music or anything. I'm not opposed, and I would join you in the effort. But let's move on to some news. I gotta get back into our email real quick. I want to jump into something you sent me. I was very interested in. There's an article you sent me from TheVerge.com. They're putting guns on robot dogs now. So this reminds me of the Terminator. Because the future is like becoming what he zips back to, and then he has to eliminate. It's a pretty wild thing.
Which Terminator? Like
T2, the best one ever made.
Oh yeah, that was the best. Yeah.
So quadrupedal.
Means,
quadrupedal,
which means walks on 4 legs.
Okay, Quadrupedal robots are one of the most interesting developments in robotics in recent years. They're small, nimble, able to traverse environments that frustrate wheeled machines. So, of course, it was only a matter of time until someone put a gun on one. Oh, man. So I have seen the videos of these things. Let's all scroll through here and see if they have a video of how these things operate. Because, they don't. So, these things you could kick them over, they'll stand back up. You climb an obstacle, it can climb it. Nothing you can do get you away from it once they set it up for performance mode, like a Tesla or something.
Yeah, but if these things are having anything like the problems with self-driving cars, it'll be a while before they become commonplace. Like the
Do you really think so, though? Technology is kind of moving forward really fast.
The last thing I heard, a self-driving car tester died when the computer couldn't tell the difference between a cloud and the trailer on a big rig truck, because the trailer was like solid white and the computer thought it was a cloud, so the car like merged into the truck.
Oh shit, that's but with the way that technology is progressing, I mean, just 20 years ago, it was impossible to have a computer in your pocket. I mean, literally impossible. Nobody thought that was going to be a possibility.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you that one. Yeah, I don't think I was imagining that back in. I'm just now old enough that I can actually remember 20 years ago and talk about it within the context of my own life. And I wasn't even envisioning laptops becoming common at that point.
Yeah, it was really weird because I remember when desktops became like available for all homes. I was a small kid, but I was alive during that time where it transitioned from you had to be super rich to have a cell phone or a computer at home. And that became a normal part of your life now. It's almost like you need to have that or else you won't function as a normal person in this society without it.
Yeah, and then once I got used to laptops, desktops started looking weird to me. I'm like, why is the keyboard not attached to the monitor? I need to get some glue.
Yeah.
I was not actually going to do that, but you get the idea. It seemed weird to me. And I've even got my "when I was your age" speech written for when I was an old man. I'll be like, back when I was your age, we had to find a computer to get on the internet. Back when I was your age, we had to get on the computer to get on the internet. And cell phones, all they could do was make and receive calls. The only ringtones you had were the ones that came with the phone.
You remember picking up the phone or like trying to use the phone and somebody's on the internet?
Oh yeah, that.
Yes,
I vaguely remember that. As I've said, I remember life before the internet. I don't care to, but I do.
If somebody was on the phone and then you picked up another phone, you'd be able to listen to their conversations.
Yeah, I remember there's this one ad. I can't remember what the hell it was for, but this guy's in a suit and he comes home and his casually dressed roommate's on the computer, and then the guy looks at his answering machine, which is another piece of antiquated technology now, by the way, and he looks at the number and it says of messages and it says 0, and he's like, yeah, are you sure there aren't any messages? And his roommate's like, yeah, man, I've been sitting here all day. And then the guy has an exasperated look, and the text on the screen reads, answering machines don't work when you're online. And then the roommate's like, wow, they even have like a chicken Caesar salad site. I don't even remember what the product was, but yeah. Yeah, it must have been a common problem if marketing was written around that.
All right, so real quick, let's jump into another story that I had found and turned in from the New York Post. I found this story that says, hold on one second. All right, yeah. So Netflix fires an employee who leaked info about what Dave Chappelle was paid for on his controversial special. So somebody in Netflix said, oh, all the trans people are going crazy about this new special, The Closer, by Dave Chappelle. By the way, if you have not seen this yet, I highly suggest, if you're a stand-up comedian fan, you got to see this because it's so intellectual. He actually does not, he pokes fun at like gay people and trans and all. He pokes fun at everybody. But he wraps it up with an actual intellectual message. And I thought the special was incredible. But there's an uproar from all the gays and the trans people. The LGBTQ community are up in arms about this special. So somebody told, Netflix said Friday they fired an employee for disclosing confidential financial information about what Netflix paid for Dave Chappelle's comedy special, which some condemned as being transphobic. That was like, he knew this was going to happen too.
Yeah, so here's my advice to the LGBTQ community about situations like this that can, and let's face it, will arise. Ignore it. I'm not saying your rights don't matter, but this is one of those situations where fighting against something is the worst thing you can do because all they're doing is generating more publicity for it.
Well, the thing is that the point of his special was to tell you he does not care what you identify as. He does not care what color you are. He says we're all human. That was the very ending statement, was that I'm human, and so are you. So I will understand you no matter your walk of life. But if he pokes fun at you, just accept it and laugh like a normal human, because he makes fun of everybody.
Or you don't even have to laugh. You either find something funny or you don't. Just like ironically, there's a Disney song that's been interpreted as a gay anthem called
Let It Go
from Frozen.
Right.
Which,
but the
like YMCA that I was talking about earlier, I don't think was intended to be a gay anthem. It just sort of became that.
It's because the song's gay. But this special, why are they trying to use the Dave Chappelle, what he made for this transphobic special? Why are they trying to use that against, I think the point of the article was that they were going to try to pin Netflix to blame for paying Dave Chappelle to do a special, which is technically the last standing form of freedom of speech is stand-up comedy. And they're trying to attack it and attack the people releasing freedom of speech. That's all stand-up is just freely speaking.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem with it until, like, for me, the one comedian I do not get the appeal of Jerry Seinfeld or his eponymous sitcom. He's got this smile he does, like he's non-verbally saying, I just said something funny. That means you are supposed to laugh. If you do not laugh at the funny thing I just said, you will be branded a deviant, a freak, an outcast, and be determined to be less than everybody who does laugh at my jokes.
Well, that's that Jew privilege.
I don't give a fuck what religion he is. He's not funny.
And with that being said, we're about to cut you off into a break real quick. We'll be right back. We got some more very interesting stories. I want to jump into the one that you sent in about Ohio passing a bill stating we could have open carry without a permit. And I'm going to look into that story right after this. We'll be right back. It's No Outlet Live. Follow us. Just go to Google, No Outlet Live. One word. NOUTLETLIVE. It's No Outlet Live. On training to be on the radio or even on the news. Ohio Media School. Take the quiz online on the website beonair.com to see if media broadcasting is the right field for you. Learn by doing is the school style. We know there is no substitute for operating the tools of broadcasting under the direction of broadcast professionals. The classes and studio sessions are run with the same professional informality that is found throughout the broadcast industry. Ohio Media School, 216-503-5900, or visit the campus at 9885 Rockside Road, Independence, Ohio. Ohio Media School, where broadcasting dreams become reality.
The Education of Jazz, with your host, Hakeem H., bringing you the absolute best for your listening pleasure in America's only true art form of music. I'll be playing your favorites each day, everything from Duke, Coltrane, Julian Cannonball Adderley, to George Duke, Bob James, Kenny G, and so many more. We'll have guest artists to interview, locally and national artists, and even a live call-in from you, the audience. Tune in daily from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. to unwind your day for the Education of Jazz.
Are you looking for a place to have custom t-shirts made for your business? Well, we have the place for you. Flat House Press works with 100% eco-friendly materials for all of you conscious folks, and can put out orders in a fraction of the time large-scale competitors do. They are a fun, locally grown Cleveland original clothing company. Go to flathousepress.com and check out the variety of party toys, headbands, and clothing in their catalog.
I don't think these niggas know shit. I don't think these niggas know shit. I don't think these niggas know shit. Man, I love y'all. Life I'm trying to get to. Reminiscing days of a youngin' with no money, saying this money over bitches but couldn't disrespect my mother. But now I'm out here chasing all this wealth that I've been missing, cause I'm surely that my family hates the dishes with my brother. And when I lost my auntie in that moment that she faded, and I seen my mother's eyes, she had me scared I wouldn't make it. But reminiscing every single moment she was with us, she would tell me I was destined in this world to be the greatest. She say, I love you, little man Tate. Now you still that young man that's trying to have them fans say he started with a landmine and ended with a landscape. Started with his mom and dad and ended with the same thing. And even if they weren't together, that didn't mean a damn thing. She picked up where he slacked it, and you know that that's a damn shame. You know, that's the life that y'all ain't new to. But I was back in 98, the life I had to get used to. But nigga, you know, nah, fuck that, I don't think these niggas know shit. Scratch that, these niggas, they don't know shit. Fuck that, these niggas, they don't know shit. Nah, man, these niggas, they don't know shit. Nah, man, these niggas, they don't know shit about the life that I've been through. And the life that a youngin' finna get to. I'm tryna put my mama on the hill and show my family shit they never seen. Cause coming from the mud, you wouldn't believe this life's forever green. Now I ain't seen a nigga yet that's flexing about 100 racks. These niggas say they getting bread, but yet these boys been fucking flat. The state of mind, my level at that petty theft ain't worth the steal. I been through that, she bit me back and karma almost got me killed. I woke up in that fucking cell and had to reevaluate. Could've chose to retaliate, but wouldn't for my family's sake. Cause niggas round here quick to end up in boxes. That ain't my fear, but dying here up in this world with no profit to leave my future or my fam for my siblings and offspring. That ain't my dream, and can't nobody ever stop my precision. Fuck a dollar in a dream, I hate that's how we been living. These niggas frontin', they don't know about them hard knock decisions, about putting lives up on the line or giving lives better living. Don't say you feel me, cause if you do, I swear I'm gonna be offended. Fuck is you saying? Nah man, I don't think these niggas know shit. Fuck that, man, these niggas, they don't know shit. Fuck that, man, these niggas, they don't know shit. Nah, man, these niggas, they don't know shit. Fuck that, man, these niggas, they don't know shit about the life that I've been through. and the life that a youngin' finna get to.
The hottest DJ.
Buddy Addison's here to make sweet, sweet love to your ears whenever the fuck I feel like it. Tune in to CBW and maybe if you're lucky, I'll be on.
Or just invite me over for a good time.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone.
No Outlet Live.
Alright, we're back. We're live. I want to jump into some other stories now. I just heated one up for us and brought you up to speed with the Ohio gun laws. So we're going to be going into this, diving deep, because I have a pretty strong opinion about this, but I'm also 50-50 on this. It's kind of a weird thing. So I want to jump into it and then ask you about your opinion also. How do you originally feel about this? What? Why don't you just say it into the microphone?
I was trying to be subtle, but you just shot that one down.
Why don't you explain to me what messes with you about this? Our intro music. This is our staple, baby.
I like it. It's just hard to. Well, for one, it's piping directly into my ear.
Oh well, I could turn down your headphones. It'll make it a little easier for you.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right, but tell me a little bit about how you feel with the gun laws.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not sure it's gonna change much letting people conceal carry without a permit.
Why are you worried about people concealing without the permit? What if?
No, I don't think it'll. I'm not.
Oh, you think that's not gonna do anything to the gun situation in America, at least Ohio, but it's the same thing throughout America almost.
Yeah, I think Americans want a quick fix for everything, and I gotta tell you, people that are gonna do the kinds of things that you're worried about, that they think are going to become more common with this law, passing laws making it harder to get guns is not going to address the problem. It's going to take individual intervention with the people that would do these things. And I don't mean the kick doors down or incarceration. I mean, give these people some help.
Yeah, well, I think it would be very helpful. Now, before let me see what's in this article, actually, before I even state my opinion, because I want to see exactly what is outlined in the bill, possibly if it's on this article.
And I doubt you'll understand it much better after reading this article, but it's my understanding neither do most lawmakers that actually pass the laws.
Oh, well, they know the legal side of all of this.
Well, it's my understanding that, like, the full versions of most of our laws are, like, hundreds or even thousands of pages long.
Yeah, but somebody works through all that. So let's dive into this. Ohio bill would allow concealed carry without a license. In Columbus, Ohio on Thursday, several firearm-related bills received hearings at the Ohio State House. One of the bills would allow Ohioans to carry a concealed weapon without licenses. House Bill 227 would eliminate the requirement of Ohioans to get a license before they carry a concealed gun. Proponents of the bill say it will eliminate red tape for law-abiding gun owners. Now, that's kind of what I was thinking about this whole situation, is that it's not the people with the license that are starting to have the issues with anything to do with the licensing or any of that. It would be better if I could actually go into a store and conceal and know that I'm safe and would possibly help somebody in the case that it's getting robbed or I'm about to get robbed. Anything could happen, but most of these stores and all these places, they post the signs where you can't carry a gun in.
Yeah, I get the feeling that I have a feeling that hardly
talking to the microphone a little.
I have a feeling that hardly anyone ever actually gets in trouble just for carrying a gun. into one of those places. I mean,
If you get caught with one, you will. Or let's say, I remember hearing that Walmart shooting in Texas, I think, somebody in there had a firearm and started shooting back. And I heard they got in trouble because they were illegally concealing a weapon into a Walmart.
Well,
or no, that couldn't have been it, because Walmart, you're allowed to open carry. Maybe it was the concealed thing, though, also.
I don't know. I would have to research this particular story and be sure, and then confirm with you that we're actually talking about the same story.
I'm
before I
sure
comment.
that's had to have happened in several instances where people got in trouble, even though they were fighting against the bad doer, that they got in trouble because they were carrying a firearm into a place where you're not supposed to.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. You know, back when I was working I'm real conflicted on this.
I'm with it. If I can conceal my firearm and not have a license, I will be so happy. That also means that you could keep it next to you in the car, I would have to think.
Yeah, in which case the same rule would apply if you get pulled over that does now. And you know what that is?
What is that?
Do not make any sudden moves.
Oh, right. But that's another thing, a bad side of that is that if you have a firearm and a cop sees it and is trigger happy, they might shoot when they see the gun if you're like even trying to just grab your wallet or something and they see a firearm.
Yeah, that's partially a need to retrain police and educate the public. I think that's a two-sided problem. I actually got pulled over once while openly carrying.
Oh, you got pulled over. Well, what do you mean you got pulled over? You were in a car?
Yes, pulled over while I was openly carrying. Of course, when you drive past a cop car, they can't tell if you have a gun on you until they, actually pull you over and look inside.
You do know what having a firearm in your car, what the laws are for that if you have a concealed permit or if you don't?
Well, I didn't have a concealed permit. I actually had something harder to get than a concealed permit.
What is that?
OPATA certification.
An OPATA? I've never actually heard of an OPATA. What is an OPATA?
Well, you're going to be disappointed because
I'm already disappointed.
It doesn't involve what you think it does from the abbreviation. Ohio Peace Officer Training Academy. Okay, the word certification might be in there.
You went to the police training?
No, I've worked private security multiple times, and I've been through the OPATA course twice.
You got a security guard certification. You're trying to say it's like the police?
Fuck no. Okay, seriously, don't imply that.
I'm just fooling with you. Settle it down.
Good, because sometimes I can't fucking tell. Anyway.
I'm a jokester. I'm just having fun here. I don't want to...
And I'm an Aspie. I can't always tell. Literally, I have Asperger's syndrome. Anyway, so I was working... So, to carry on the job as a private security officer in Ohio, you have to go through this 2-day course. Well, it's 20 hours of classroom and range time combined to carry on the job.
How many hours of range time?
Maybe 2. I don't know.
Okay, 2 hours of range.
Well, I have a feeling that at least at the course I went to, that the report card for the range part consisted of student fired in the appropriate direction and did not shoot other students, or instructors. Pass.
That sounds like a Simpsons skit.
No, on the Simpsons, Homer actually got kicked out of the NRA chapter for using his gun as a can opener and TV remote. Homer, you use your gun as a can opener? I use it for everything. Watch me turn on the TV. And then he literally does that. But anyway, so back to the point that I was originally trying to get to before you diverted me like a crooked dispatcher sending an armored car into an ambush.
I would be the worst police officer. I derail everything all the time.
Thank God we don't let you anywhere near trains. Anyway, so I worked a shift I picked up hours in the Cleveland zone when I was guarding federal buildings. I was hired for the Akron zone, but either way, I had to depend on my coworkers not coming to work. So I would pick up hours guarding the Cleveland Federal Building downtown on weekends, and those shifts were so easy, it was almost like stealing money.
Whoa, what, you just, like, you're able to take naps and stuff?
No, that is officially not allowed, as in, after...
Could you, like, eat and play, like, games on your phone the whole time?
The second part was officially forbidden, but no, when you're on the Cleveland Federal Building weekend shifts, you could get away with that.
With eating?
Well, no, with phone use on the job, because here's the thing. In the Cleveland Federal Building, on weekends and after regular business hours, it's almost dead. Now, there's some contractors that come in and out who are specifically hired to do the work on the weekends so that they don't get in the way of regular business during the week. And the Coast Guard has a 24-hour monitoring station in that building, so those guys come in and out. But anyway, it was a Sunday. I worked the 4 to midnight at the Cleveland Federal Building. Everything went fine, and then the guy that was supposed to relieve me for the third shift didn't show up he showed up like 2 hours late. Someone had to be, the weekend supervisor had to be called. Somebody had to be woken up in the middle of the night because I had to be at Medina Social Security at 9 a.m., like 7 hours later, so...
Is this getting to something to do with concealed carry?
Yes, I would have gotten there sooner if you hadn't derailed me, so I didn't exactly pay attention to the speed limit on the way home, and I got pulled over on 77 South. Now, unlike most of my coworkers, I didn't immediately take my duty belt off and throw it in my carry bag.
Oh, so you're dressed like a cop.
Actually, close to, because I had the black uniform pants and boots on, but I had taken my vest and my gray uniform shirt off. And so I was dressed in all black with my duty belt, with my pistol, baton, pepper spray, and handcuffs on. And when they pulled me over, they didn't even ask for the normal license and registration. They just said...
I want to invite you to a sex party, is what they said, because you had all the tools for it.
Wow, that sounds both freaky and scary. No, they must have instantly sized up where I was working or didn't care. They said, "Where were you working?" Cleveland Federal Building. Okay, slow down a little bit.
Yeah, that doesn't work like that for most people. You get caught. So, for any normal civilian that's not working with the system, if you have your firearm in the vehicle and you don't have a concealed carry, you can have the firearm up front or in the trunk, but the magazine has to be on the opposite side of the vehicle. So I could keep my gun in my glove box and the magazine in the trunk, or vice versa. Now, if you get caught not doing that, you're breaking the law in a major way, and it's a federal crime for anything pertaining to firearms.
Yeah, to me, that defeats the purpose of letting people carry for self-defense.
Exactly. So that's where I have a quarrel with the concealed thing. I haven't bought my concealed license yet, but I do carry, and it makes me feel weird in my vehicle because I think my vehicle is going to be closer to me when something goes down. I'm not going to have a problem at home. I'm going to have a problem when I'm out wandering the streets with all these wackos out here doing all this crazy shit. And if I got to grab my gun out of the glove box, then run to my trunk to get the magazine, you could be killed in that time frame.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a matter of life and death. So I don't agree with the original law, how it sits anyways.
Yeah, that's why when I worked that job, most of my coworkers would disguise themselves on the way to work. They'd throw an oversized jacket on over their uniform shirts. They didn't put their duty belts on until they got to work, but
out of like paranoia?
I guess you could call it that, or I guess maybe to disguise or
try to blend in with society or something?
Something like that. Now, I would get fully dressed in my apartment, walk out of there with my belt on.
Looking sweet as fuck, looking cool as hell.
Yeah, I had my Glock 22 fully loaded with the 15 in the magazine and one in the chamber. And
you kept one in the chamber.
All of us did. The way it works is you load the 15 round. You lock the slide back, load the 15 round magazine in, push the slide forward. That puts the round in the chamber. Then you take the magazine out, put another bullet in there, and then slam the magazine back in. That one in the chamber is already ready to go as soon as you draw it from your holster. That was the whole plan.
Now, did your holster have that safety mechanism that police do? Because they have 2 steps.
Level 2 retention holster. Yes, we did.
Now, what exactly is that 2 steps on the level 2 holster? Because I know that would be tricky for me. Mine is I have a very generic holster. It's leather. It's slim. It's very like body fitting. So it just slides out.
If that works for a lot of people, great. I think the intent is to make it harder for someone trying to steal your gun out of its holster.
Now, how exactly does that work? Do you have to flick your thumb and move a lever or something?
So it's basically there's 2 levers, or there's two switches. There's one at the bottom and in the rear, which must be released first. So it's click, and then upward, click forward, then you can draw your pistol. And we practiced, and we would practice this during the new hire program, during range qualification. And
I feel like that quick second right there, doing the extra movement, could be a matter of life and death too.
Yeah, it could be. Again, I've told you that story of the time I almost shot a guy.
Yeah, you said that like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, so that level 2 might have saved him.
Oh, wow. You were really in the heat during that story because, just to recap, Anthony was working at
Medina Social Security.
Medina Social Security, and you had somebody walk in and you thought they were grabbing a knife, or they said, "I would shoot you," or something.
No, he wasn't even hostile. He walked up to my desk and said, "I have a question." "Yes." "While I'm in here, can I leave this with you?" And then while he was asking that question, he did this with a pocket knife. So in that moment, it looked like he was pulling that out of his pocket and trying to kill me. And
yeah, I wouldn't blame you.
I wheeled back in the chair. I started to unsnap my holster. And I think maybe that snap might have given me just enough of a window to tell he wasn't really trying to fuck me up. But I just said, "No, you take that back to your vehicle."
That's how you tell it too. I love how every time you explain the story, you do that same motion where you're like, "Get the fuck back, dude. Take that shit out of here."
And I thought about it a lot. I would have walked if I'd shot him.
For sure you would have, because he did this weird gesture with a weapon in his hand.
And there were security cameras, which would have clearly shown that I was in the right. The lobby was otherwise empty because it was 3:40 p.m. on a Friday. An incident like this, you're going to remember exactly what time it happened. And
me, I would never.
I was also paying particular attention to the clock anyway because...
Oh, you're at work, so you are paying attention to the clock.
Also, it was at 4 p.m., Social Security offices would lock the doors so new customers couldn't come in.
Oh, okay.
And now, anybody that had already signed in before 4 would be seen no matter what. But, so of course, I would be watching the clock to make sure I locked the door on time. And there were no other customers in the lobby. And the one Social Security employee that might have been a witness had 45 years on the job.
Oh, man, they're well-versed in being a federal security building person with a gun.
Well, no. She was just a regular Social Security employee.
She was doing people's paperwork and going through their files and shit.
Exactly. But the point of the 45 years is that's going to make her a very credible and trustworthy witness.
Yeah.
Especially since she did not know me very well, and she did not know that guy.
But she was a witness to the situation that ensued.
Exactly, and a witness that doesn't have any bias for either side, and is at work.
Yeah, that's the perfect out.
She would have been like, she was like the ideal witness to have for me in a situation like that. But I'm proud of that incident because of my whole time on that job. Someone is still walking around alive today because I handled that appropriately. The state of mind I brought to work was, I have to be ready to be violent at any given moment. But my job is to prevent violence. You know what I'm saying?
No, I definitely get what you're saying, because that was the point of your job, was to protect people. So if somebody's coming in there acting wildly in your direction, you're the first line of defense.
Exactly. Now, the feds didn't exactly treat us like that, but that's another story I'm not going to go into. Yeah, so something good came out of my time.
It definitely did. And, you know, that's one thing that made me gravitate towards you, is that I could tell that you're a real person you got soul, and I could tell that you know what it is to actually experience real life, and you've experienced a lot in your life, and it shows, and you are very unique, like I am, about it, because I'm not adverse to being violent in the right situation, but I also can control myself and do the right thing.
Oh yeah, I even had a what I might say, if I got sued for use of deadly force, ready to go. As in, one of my coworkers once advised me, hey, be careful about keeping your belt on your way home from work. What are you talking about? And he said, well, say a couple of guys jump you at, say, a gas station, and you try to take your gun and you use it to kill them, you could get sued because, you know, their mother will be like, you shouldn't have had that gun. And I had a response ready for what I would say to that mother in that situation.
What is your response?
Ma'am, it was an honor for me to remove the wastes of life you spawned from society. And if any of the other pieces of shit you spat out want to do something about it, here's my home address.
Oh, man.
You are lucky the law says I can't give you the same treatment your son's got.
And that is a PSA from AJ Miano, the man himself. This is No Outlet Live. Don't forget to check us out at our new podcast locations: Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, CastBox, Stitcher, Facebook, and YouTube. Now, if you go to Facebook and YouTube, that's where you get all the live video, and you can actually watch our show. As Anthony brought up earlier, we're going to try to stream in both sites, YouTube and Facebook, simultaneously in the future. For right now, you can find us in all of them areas, and don't forget to share, show your friends. It doesn't matter. And if you're stuck on the side of the road, you need a battery jump. You need a battery installed. Your vehicle's locked out. You need some gas. You got stuck on the side of the road. Call a Guardian at Guardian Roadside Solutions, 440-833-6000, and check out FlatHousePress.com. Get all the merch that you could possibly want. Their stuff is so solid. I showed you a couple episodes ago the Call Me Uncle shirt. It's pretty good. And they also do the certified G's logo. They did our mixtape logo, the merch that we were selling with me and my dude Brandon. Until then, we're about to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with two more stories to end the show with. One of them I was looking at, I'm really interested in. with space, and I love talking about space. You sent this one.
Yep, when there's something strange in the neighborhood, I don't think calling the Ghostbusters is going to help with this one.
No, it's definitely not. This is No Outlet Live. Email us at nooutletlive@yahoo.com.
Yeah, it's your boy Kine. Don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So, Lord awakes me, asks me how my day be. You know I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. Don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So, Lord awakes me, but asks me how my day be. You know I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. After I wake up and I take that breath, I'm going hard on that grind like it's life or death. See, I can get it in these streets, that's why I fight with myself. My mama say that I don't like myself, but I got a mission and ambition symbolized by wealth. So if your money bring me power, you gon' bite that shelf. Bitch, I ain't talking about no taco, it's not just a float. See, I be coming for your rims, get cash in a coat. And so many of my niggas feeling like that there, where we reside, niggas like that there. See a nigga grinding, catch him while he riding, stunting and shining like 20-karat diamonds. Steady on the rise, niggas jump out, chop him, hit a nigga on surprise, and he die where he lies. Shit, it's the streets, bitch, that's our lives. And why my baby mama say she see death in my eyes. So many niggas wanna see young Kai fall off, cause the hood like, damn, why Kai come so boss? Look at my arm, my daughter tatted on the cross, so she knows she taken care of even if I get double crossed. Don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So, Lord awakes me, asks me how my day be. You know I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. Don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So, Lord awakes me, but asks me how my day be. You know I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. 7:30 in the morning, gon' hop off in that shower. Got my mind on that money, cause money leads to power. Hit the block with all kind of medications, loyalties, how my patients be patiently waiting. Their game's mine, bitch. Your game ain't tight. I heard you run around talking shit, you're nothing but hype. I'm so hood, bitch, I'm up to no good. Your eyes say you wanna try me and I'm wishing you would. Just flinch a little bit. Whole clip empty off right until you fit, and now your shit's my shit. I step it up, make you depend on clutch. We Midwest smoking Phillies like New York with the Dutch. Bitch, don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So, Lord awakes me, asks me how my day be. You know I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. Don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So, Lord awakes me, but asks me how my day be. You know I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. Even if I get double crossed, don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So, Lord awakes me, asks me how my day be. You know I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. Don't mistake it, I love my hood, but money leads to power, leads to up to no good. So, Lord awakes me, but asks me how my day be. You know I'm riding dirty, got a 9 and an AK. 7:30 in the morning, gon' hop off in that shower. Got my mind on that money, cause money leads to power. Hit the block with all kind of medications, loyalties, how my patients be patiently waiting. The game's mine, bitch. Your game ain't tight. I heard you run around talking shit, you're nothing but hype. I'm so hood, bitch, I'm up to no good. Your eyes say you wanna try me and I'm wishing you would. Just flinch a little bit. Whole clip empty off right until you fit, and now your shit's my shit. I step it up, make you depend on clutch. We Midwest, smoking Phillies like New York with the Dutch.
Kid come in, and I was shitting in the urinal, and he came in, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
But if that's something you're into, then Mikes and Men is the show for you. The boys are gonna cover it all without holding back. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, and you could learn a thing or two. It's Mikes and Men, only on CBW.
"96% of adults go to work hungover the day after a holiday party. New Year's has the worst statistics, with almost 58% of highway deaths being alcohol-related. 40% of highway deaths during the holidays are alcohol-related. This holiday, stay home, stay at a friend's or a family's house. Be safe this holiday season. Don't drink and drive."
We'll warn you right now, things may get a little fucked up and crazy.
What's even worse is I had a kid come in, and I was shitting in the urinal, and he came in, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
But if that's something you're into, then Mikes and Men is the show for you. The boys are gonna cover it all without holding back. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry, and you could learn a thing or two. It's Mikes and Men, only on CBW.
Welcome to the real. I'm blowing up like running up your bills. Only out trying to get the meals. Welcome to the real. Yo. I said welcome to the real. I'm blowing up like running up your bills. Only out trying to get the meals. Yo, welcome to the real. Check me out. Another chapter out this book. Take a look at this crook who just out for his wealth. Forget handouts, watch me do it myself. Putting knowledge in the system, finna show 'em what's real. Lame rappers claiming they trapping, but they lack math skill. It's ill, I'm about to whip me up a harvest. You whack ass jokers, not everybody think retarded. Yo, especially not me. I'm about the greater life, living like this is paradise. Look at hella nights, quit fronting, you never met this type of dude. Had to eat you rappers like good food and keep the songs fresh like you got me some new shoes. My game thorough, stayed off the chain like pit bulls. Now the appetite so big it's like I don't even get full. I'm still hungry. Here's a dish from that other guy, the type to take your shorty, have you stuck trying to wonder why it happened. I hate to hurt your feelings cause I'm chill, don't get mad. I just tell them welcome to the real. I'm blowing up like running up your bills. Only out trying to get the meals. Welcome to the real. I said welcome to the real. I'm blowing up like running up your bills. Only out trying to get the meals. Yo, welcome to the real. And I kick it like dojos. Fake as y'all get captured like photos. Soon as my soul go, I'm at your heads like oh no. The rap killer, flame on these mics like napalm. Homie, just stay calm. Don't put that hater man face on. The new savior, like from the glass, like living glass. Struggled up out the mud, so on these tracks it get really bad for suckers. Chicks lovers, just got the butlers. And if you don't like it, get ghost, motherfucker, just step back. Blowing in the game with my granddad. These fellas think they dope, then I'm anthrax. I ramshack like bulldozers, dog, the game over. Snakes up in my grass, it's cool, I'm King Cobra, Joker. Told you ain't no stopping this bad breaks. My team, we on the road to see you wake and make mad cake, but never am I worried about a deal. When they looking for music, I tell them, welcome to the real. I'm blowing up like running up your bills. Only out trying to get the meals. Welcome to the real. I said welcome to the real. I'm blowing up like running up your bills. Only out trying to get the meals. Yo, welcome to the real.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone.
No Outlet Live.
It's No Outlet Live. I brought up a story to you guys that I wanted to really dive deep into. We got a little time here. So Anthony sent me this article about, hold on, let me show you guys what I'm seeing. So newscientist.com says something strange is sending radio waves from the center of the galaxy. Now, strange radio signals are coming from the direction of the center of the galaxy, and we aren't sure what is emitting them. They turn on and off seemingly at random, and their source must be unlike anything else we have seen before. This is kind of a crazy thing. I think about this all the time because we send a lot of signals into space, and we sent Tesla's car into space, and it makes me wonder what's gonna find all this stuff, and what's gonna see it and know and have the intelligence to know what we're sending out there. It's been radio signals since the 40s or something,
and TV signals since the 60s, and then I guess you'd say internet signals, like.
Yeah, because the internet is like a signal thing, but isn't internet, or no, it has to go through satellite, right?
Yeah, I think most of it does, yeah. Here's the thing, though. As far as who's going to get this, I've been thinking...
What is going to get this?
Yeah, so the consensus among the people that predict this kind of stuff for a living is our first contact with extraterrestrial life won't actually be with life. It will be with unmanned probes, something like that. They figure, well, we, humans, sent unmanned probes into space before we sent people. Any other spacefaring civilization will probably have done the same thing, and thus their machines will get here long before they ever will.
I feel so weird about the situation of what could find, or what we send a signal to. Okay, so I wanted to tap into one thing on this article. Forget what I was just saying. It says it's coming from the center of our galaxy. Or did it say universe? Let me look here again. Yeah, from the center of the galaxy, it says.
Yeah, and it's my understanding that in space, a galaxy is like the equivalent to a city or a neighborhood.
Yeah, it technically is, because we're in the Milky Way galaxy and it's got a black hole in the center, and they say that all of these galaxies have these black holes. Now, I did a show called Strictly Stritch in Time. I've been joining Jeff Stritch from CBW Productions, and I've been joining in on his show a lot. We talked about this. I just watched a documentary that explained our galaxy. Okay, and this is my debate about all of these scientists that say this stuff. The radio signal, I can believe this, but knowing that it's coming from the center of the galaxy, or what the galaxy looks like, I think is highly debatable, because nobody actually knows. There hasn't been a satellite so far away that we could take a picture of the Milky Way, but they have a map of what they think it looks like, and they know where we land on this map of what they say is the Milky Way. And it throws me off, because you can't actually know that.
Exactly. And I have a possible explanation for this, and that's those might actually be our own radio signals somehow being tossed back.
Yeah, reflecting.
Because once, it's my understanding that once a radio signal is sent out into space, it does not necessarily just continue in one one directional line.
No, because that's why you can actually get federally charged from the ground to point a laser pointer at a pen, because the beam of light gets larger the further it goes, and you can actually hit a beam of red light into an airplane all the way up above our atmosphere and mess up the systems and blind the pilot.
I've never heard of that actually happening, but yeah, it sounds believable.
I've actually heard about people getting in huge trouble where they send like federal agents to your house asking you why you're blinding airplanes, and you will get charged.
Wow, that just sounds
So you gotta
Fucked
think
up, but necessary.
right. So the radio signal should do the same thing. It would grow as it continues to reverb across space.
I get the feeling it probably works like a pinball within a pinball machine, and you've got the lever. What do you call the things that you use to stop the pinball from going back in and losing?
A flapper.
Yeah.
A clapper.
A flapper, a clapper. So, and as
the schwacker.
When I was a diesel fueler, we had this piece of equipment made by a company called
the Spanker.
Well, it was made by a company called Wacker Neuson, and
Wacker Neuson,
and it said so on the piece of equipment, the company name, and we just called it the Wacker for short. Now, my coworker was fueling this thing, and I said, "Now, boy, be careful around that Wacker. Be careful where you're sticking your hose, because otherwise, if you get reckless, it's going to spray everywhere, and that's when the authorities get called in. So, boy, be careful around that Wacker."
So, when it comes to whackers and all these schwackers and tallywaggers and all this bullshit that's going on, when they say that they know the signal's coming from whatever, they don't. I mean, maybe. I think it's more believable with the radio signal, but when I watched this documentary about people taking pictures of the black hole in the center of the Milky Way, they said it was from radio signals. They can turn code. They get a radio signal into a computer, turn it into code, then the code can turn that into a picture, because we've never reached far enough to even come close to taking a picture of the Milky Way. And that's what throws me off, that they're just making things up and then saying that is cold hard fact science.
Yeah, that sounds a little problematic. Yeah, everything about what might be out there in space is speculation right now.
I mean, it really completely is. There's no way to actually know.
I mean, there's some,
unless you go and see it.
I mean, there are some things, okay, that can be known for sure, like Earth's distance from the sun, the order of the planets within our own system. Okay, it's
understandable. I mean, that's been carved into stone for thousands of years.
Exactly, but once you get beyond our own solar system, and here's just to put in understandable terms the vastness of space, the nearest star to Earth is, with present technology, further away than can be traveled within many human lifetimes.
But I may sound like a conspiracy wacko right now. Do we know that? I mean, how do we really know that? How do we know that space is really that vast?
I don't know how they've calculated the distance, but
they apparently there's a math equation for it, and they say that it's so vast that there's more galaxies, which is something we cannot explore at the moment. We have no idea really what it is, and they say that there's more of them than there are grains of sand on Earth. How do you know that? I don't think math can explain all that.
I get the feeling this is something that, to understand and believe them, you would probably have to have the same advanced degrees that they do.
I think it's like religion, and they just keep telling each other some shit that probably isn't real.
At least they're not selling for prepackaged forgiveness for your earthly sins in the afterlife. I think we can at least give science that one.
Or packing out like football stadiums with Joel Osteen.
Exactly. I don't know if you're familiar with. Have you heard of something called indulgences?
No, what is that?
Back when the Catholic Church was short on funds, they invented this thing where you could, people with dead loved ones, they would say, your loved one is suffering torment in purgatory, which is like the middle ground between heaven and hell. But
yeah, that's the gray area.
If you buy an indulgence for them, we, the church, will intercede on your behalf and get your loved one's passage to heaven expedited.
Dude, you got me fucked up. People pay for that?
They did, yes.
Oh my God,
now
that is such a scam. That is, you got to be a real trash person for that.
To be fair, was such a scam.
I think that's lower than selling heroin.
Exactly, because at least with heroin, people get what they pay for right away.
Exactly. When somebody tells you that you're paying for that and you pay for it, you've been completely robbed.
Well, like I said, to be fair to the present day Catholic Church, this was a scam.
Yeah.
They haven't done it in centuries, so the thing with any institution you got to remember, try the further back you go in that institution's history, the less of it you should hold against the people running it now.
Yeah, I get that.
Anyway.
Oh, I didn't even realize. Oh, we're running a little late. Let me jump into this other story before we gotta go.
And we will be talking more about the possibility of extraterrestrial life in the future on this show. It's a topic we both enjoy.
Yeah, you really love that extraterrestrial conversation.
And for our viewers that want to hear a guy that makes me look like a high school dropout in terms of intelligence, there is a YouTube program called Science and Futurism with Isaac Arthur. Mr. Arthur is a Ashtabula County native. He is a...
he's local.
Yeah, he's a councilman in that city. He's a published sci-fi author and Army veteran. And I love how he spells... He is very open about the fact that this is all speculative. He explains
That's one person I can trust when you admit that this might be wrong.
Yeah, he bases a lot of his predictions of extraterrestrial behavior on traits he thinks an advanced civilization would likely have. And I think the top of his list is curiosity.
Yeah,
because
that's what it is.
That's what it would take to drive a species to invent things like spaceships, really.
Right. So I got this other story. Let me switch over to the screen. CNN, or FoxNews.com, says CNN's Dr. Sanjay Gupta, accused of journalistic malpractice for spinning disastrous Joe Rogan interview. I haven't seen this. And I was hoping that it's here. CNN forced him back. CNN forced Joe Rogan to backtrack, and he did it like the cowardly corporate. Oh, not Joe Rogan. So CNN forced Sanjay Gupta to backtrack, and he did it like a cowardly corporate careerist worm that he is. Glenn Greenwald wrote.
There's a lot to unpack there.
So everybody's got to be very familiar with Joe Rogan. I mean, this man has he's been in the media for a long time. A lot of people really love Joe Rogan. A lot of people will put him in the top podcast thing. I mean, he kind of made podcasts blow up to what they are today. And a lot of people are mad. Howard Stern just took a shot at him. The White House has been taking shots at him. Everybody's starting to come at Joe Rogan, I think, over jealousy.
You know, I have a theory that, and I developed this back when I started thinking about the feuds rappers had with each other. It might be entirely fake. Like, as in, more like stage. For example,
I know what you're saying, because I think the Eminem and MGK thing was staged for people to buy the albums.
I can even picture their agents or lawyers might get together and map this out, and they might even hire a script writer, like for a movie. And
that's exactly how they do it, and they could get you interested in what they do.
And this one manager might be like, okay, so we are in agreement. My client will call your client a bitch. Your client will then respond to my client as a
biscuit-eating booger eater.
And then, yes, do you know what any of these words mean? No, but my client yells them into the telephone when he's angry, so I'm assuming they mean something bad.
So let's check out this.
We've booked a nightclub for their next fist fight, and my client says his girlfriend is down for whatever, but insists that his mother is absolutely off limits.
Yeah, and see, that's the Paul Brothers thing, is they found out how to hype up the media. So let's see how this interview actually goes, and we'll judge after that.
In construction, real-time total job site visibility can help you avoid unexpected problems.
I don't want y'all to hear this ad, and I'm going to skip it.
What's going on? If you're trying to listen to a podcast, one of the best and first, and certainly the most popular is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan tested positive for the coronavirus, and at which time he hit it with everything he got. He's in great shape. He does the UFC fights, but he hit it with, one of the things he hit it with was ivermectin. Right. And immediately everyone at CNN started mocking him, saying it's a horse drug. When it's got 2015, it got the Nobel Prize for Medicine as a breakthrough, and in Japan they're using it, and they prescribe it. And his doctor prescribed it. So Dr. Sanjay Gupta, trying to hawk a book, didn't know what he was getting into.
Well, Joe asked him to come on the show, and Sanjay Gupta said, I was told by a lot of people you might not want to go on there because he might criticize you. And he said, I really want to. It's a long platform. He said he was on there for a long time with him, no breaks, and it was a good opportunity for him to have a conversation.
They talked for 3 hours.
Right. So watch very carefully, because Joe Rogan says, hey, why did CNN, where you are the chief medical reporter, why did they lie about me taking this animal dewormer? It's about 2 minutes long, worth every second. Watch this.
Horse dewormer's not a flattering thing. I get that.
It's a lie. It's a lie on a news network, and it's a lie that's a willing. That's a lie that they're conscious of. This is not a mistake.
Yeah.
They're unfavorably framing it as veterinary medicine.
Well, the FDA put this thing out. You saw that. Did you see that thing that the FDA put out?
What did the FDA put out?
It was a tweet, and it was snarky. I admit it. They said, you are not a horse, you are not a cow, stop taking this stuff, or something like that.
Why would you say that when you're talking about a drug that's been given out to billions and billions of people, a drug that was responsible for one of the inventors of it making the Nobel Prize in 2015?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, a drug that has been shown to stop viral replication in vitro. You know that, right? Why would they lie and say that's horse dewormer? I can afford people medicine. This is ridiculous. It's just a lie.
I don't think anyone is.
But don't you think that a lie like that is dangerous on a news network when you know that they know they're lying? You know that they know that I took medicine. Like, here it is. This is ivermectin.
You got
this
it with
is it right
you.
here. Somebody gave it to me.
All right, hang on. The thing is, we're like going so fast. Like, I feel like I'm missing.
Do you think that's a problem, that your news network lies?
Well, I don't.
Dude,
what did they say?
They lied
What did
and
they
said
say?
I was taking horse dewormer. First of all, it was prescribed to me by a doctor.
Yeah.
Along
they
with
shouldn't have said
a
it was
bunch of other medications.
If you got a human pill, because there were people that were taking it, the veterinary medication, and you're not, obviously. You got it from a doctor, so that it shouldn't be called that. Ivermectin can be a very effective medication for parasitic disease, and as you say, it's probably, I think, 250 million people have taken it around the world.
More,
I get that.
Way more.
So
way more. Billions of people have taken it.
Can I just come back to the one I want to talk about? Two things on the ledger.
You have, before we get to that, does it bother you that the news network you work for out and out lied? Just outright lied.
Now, hold on, let me see how I could get the hell out of this. So I'm right there with him. I think that's bullshit that he's talking about an international news network has been lying about him. That's the same thing that I was telling you Stern was in quarrels with him, saying that he's eating the horse dewormer and all these veterinary drugs and trying to push it to the masses when it's actually something that works when combating coronavirus. And I hate talking about coronavirus and politics, but this dude's been just doing his own thing, and now everybody wants to attack him because he took over virtually viewership from their network. People will prefer to go to Joe Rogan to hear an honest opinion because he brings doctors in. He talks to the people that are front lines and all of that. And now that he's getting shit on from every angle, he's talking to the doctor that he had to interview with or whatever. And he's like, hey, this is stuff that works. And the dude's trying to hold on to his job at CNN even though he's being told to lie.
Okay, if I were wearing regular pants right now, I would be taking off my belt and being like, okay, somebody is getting a whooping, or deserves a whooping.
CNN does.
But I can't tell who. If I could, I would just administer ass whoopings to all of them, just to make sure I got the right one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
I feel really bad about
after
Joe
that
Rogan having to deal with this stuff. He's just living his life like anybody else, and he's a stand-up guy, I think.
On the other hand, doesn't he kind of also piss people off for a living? I get a little bit of that. He's a
stand-up comedian. I mean, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, but is he being a stand-up comedian here on the show?
No, he's totally not, because he's this dude's like, his whole life is about fitness, and you should attest to this, when you're into being a physical specimen and being as healthy as possible, you're going to do the things that work when you contract COVID.
Yeah, I'll be frank. I had COVID earlier this year, and I was still able to run up hills.
And that's what he does. He runs, he trains, he does his jiu-jitsu stuff. The dude's like a serious black belt, like a top-level black belt. He is about trying to stay healthy, and he did something to keep himself healthy, and it worked. He beat COVID in like a day or two.
Good for him. It's like I've said on my YouTube channel. There's a clip from that. You ever heard of the Siege?
I'm not sure. I think I've seen it. I've scrolled past
quick
it.
Rundown. 98 movie, terrorism, New York City goes under martial law, and by the way, it was made before 9/11. Bruce Willis plays the antagonist, this army general, and he's testifying before Congress about the possibility of martial law. He's like, you do not want the army in an American city. The army is a broadsword, not a scalpel. And I've taken that one line and made that one of the driving forces. I'll tell my subscribers, be a scalpel. Know what works for you.
And No Outlet Live is your very own scalpel. Don't forget to check out our YouTube.
Although I can't guarantee there won't be any broadswords on this program in the future.
I hope that there's... I want more broads than swords. Let's get all the broads in here. We need all the females, and we're going to do an Anthony Miano hookup date night. We're going to do a blind date with you pretty soon in the future here. Don't forget to check out our show. The live stream is on Facebook. If you go to YouTube, you could watch the live video afterwards. We are streaming on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, CastBox, Stitcher. We are brought to you by FlatHousePress.com. Go there and check out their wonderful clothing. They got all of the classic party toys like glow stuff, maybe fire throwing stuff. I'm not sure. I haven't been to Flat House Press in about a week or two. They update it all the time. They got all the cool stuff. And we also have Guardian Roadside Solutions. Go there. Call them at 440-833-6000. 440-833-6000. They'll get you back on the road when you're stuck in a predicament. I am Jay Remy. This is Anthony Miano signing out. And you have tuned in to No Outlet Live.
No outlet, but I need to charge my phone.
No Outlet Live.